stream. Hello? Why can't I hear anything? What? Why can't I hear anything? Let's have a look on the YouTube side, see if I can hear myself. Let's see if I can hear anything. Let's try. Let's see if I can hear anything. Oh my god, it's working. Let's try. Let's see if I can hear anything. Oh my god, it's working. I think it's this microphone working. Hi, Craig. How you doing? I'm just testing out this new microphone that I just bought from Amazon. I just don't know if it's working properly. Just a quick test. See if this thing sounds okay. All good. Can hear feedback. Okay, maybe I need to turn it down a bit. Or maybe that's the telly in the background. I'll try muting the telly. See if that helps. Have I got my television on? I'm watching My £600 Life. I love the program. How's Harvey going? I haven't spoken to Harvey recently. I haven't been very well myself recently, so I haven't really been sort of like communicating with people as much as I should, really. That sounds okay. Okay. I don't know if it's the right microphone. I think it is. It says USB. So I just want to improve my sound. So when I'm sort of like gaming or sort of like streaming, that kind of thing, that my sound sounds better. So how you been, Craig? Did you have a good Christmas and New Year? I am seriously addicted to TikTok. It's my new thing. Doing quite well on there, actually. I think I've got... I think I've got more followers on TikTok than I have on here. So... I did get a comment. What about you, TikTok? Yeah, I love TikTok. It's so much, it's great. I love it. It's got sort of like a really nice community stuff I feel about it, and I really like it. Yeah, I've got, how many followers have I got on, yeah, I've got 261 followers on, well, almost about the same amount as followers as I've got on here, but I haven't really done much with my YouTube recently, so I must admit. So with not being well and having my family here for the Christmas, that kind of thing, I just had other things to do, I suppose. So YouTube was sort of like the last thing on my mind, to be honest. I just kicked myself off my own bloody broadcast. What a dilemma. How stupid. Because you're cute, maybe, just saying. Oh, I look rough as shit. You don't come on much anymore. Yeah, I lost heart for YouTube completely. Plus my depression. If I'm being completely honest, my depression was quite bad as well. And stuff like I said, I've been sort of like quite unwell. So, a few days ago, I was sort of like in bed and stuff like I thought I had coronavirus. It was that bad because my chest was just so tight. So I couldn't breathe properly. I had sort of like the spasm in my throat. It was horrible. It felt like my insides were getting pulled out. And sort of like, it was really, really bad, but it must have been sort of like just a really bad chest infection or something. But now I feel better, but I was just so breathless. Like I couldn't breathe properly. I couldn't sleep. I was sort of like awake for about 2 days because every time I went to bed, so I would lie down and so they switch sides and that kind of thing. And so the pain, so I had sort of like pain from my chest to my back and this thing in my throat as well. I just couldn't get comfortable and stuff like I was all over the place. But when my parents were here, it was great. Honestly, it was lovely. It's just so sad because my father, my dad, he's sort of like quite bad with his health now. So it's really hard. So I had to help him sort of like get out of the bath and that kind of thing. Yeah, I know that feeling, scary. Hey, do you smoke? Yeah, I do. Do you? Do you smoke? Yeah, I do smoke, but I shouldn't really. With having asthma and that kind of thing, I shouldn't really smoke cigarettes, but I do. I'm stupid. Yeah, but my dad's sort of like he likes. My dad's seriously unwell, you know what I mean? But he plays on it quite a lot. He's sort of like a very lazy man, you know what I mean? So that's the thing that really frustrates. We love him so much, you know what I mean? He's my dad. I love him so much, but he does like to play on it a bit, and so he's a bit lazy, and there has to be that need to help yourself, you know what I mean? So, as well, you can't just expect other people sort of like to help you all the time, you know what I mean? You have to help yourself because of the people that are helping him feel like, oh, if he's not going to help himself, why should we do all the work to help him? You know what I mean? He has to do something. That's the most frustrating thing about it. I know everyone gets old and he's really bad with his heart and his lungs and stuff. But he eats all the wrong things and that kind of thing. He stuffs his face when he's at home. And I know when I'm not feeling well, I don't eat anything. You know what I mean? So my hunger stuff like just goes away completely. Oh, I'll always look after my dad. I love him to bits, but he has to help himself as well. Yeah. I've always believed that anyway, Craig, so as your parents get older, you're the one that should look after them. That's what I'm doing. That's what I did when they were here, you know what I mean? Do your bit, that's all you can do. Yeah. So how was your Christmas, New Year? Did you have a good one? Yeah, it's just so horrible seeing your family members get old. I know it happens to everyone, but it's just so sad. It really is. I love my family so much. They're just so precious to me. I wonder if my other things from Amazon are coming. So if I ordered myself some goodies off Amazon, so I'm being naughty and had a splurge. Yeah, I've got this gorgeous sort of like waffle fleece. It's sort of like a teddy bear fleece bedding. Not nice getting old, yes. Yes, it was. Oh, okay, oh, that's good. I'm 62, same as Harvey. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not far off myself. I'm almost 46 now, so getting old. Getting old, darling. Good girl. Well, I must go. You take care. Cheers. Okay, bye, Craig. Thanks for popping in. Dispatched. Has my mirror been dispatched yet? Oh, I can't wait to get 46 young. I don't feel it. Bye, hon. Take care. Have a lovely day. Oh, it's so nice of Craig to pop in and say hello. I wonder why I can't hear myself. No. So nice. So nice. Hopefully it'll be better when I'm gaming, so. Right. Oh, I can't wait to get this new bed in. Oh my god, it's going to be so gorgeous. So gorgina. This gorgeous teddy bear fleece bed in and this gorgeous like deep purple. So that should be nice. Should be nice. Yeah, I bought this new scarf recently as well and this new coat. A new pair of boots. Dyed my hair copper. Because my hair seriously was looking atrocious. Absolutely atrocious before I dyed it. With no hairdressers being open, that kind of thing. I was like, I'll just use my skills as the hairdresser and just do it my bloody self. So that's what I did. It turned out quite nice. Well, come from basically black to copper was quite good actually. So hopefully some more people will join because Craig is now gone. But I don't mind talking to myself for a little bit. Hopefully some people may see it and pop in. I don't know. We shall see, darling. I wonder why I can't hear this microphone though. And I wonder why the settings haven't downloaded. I should really be able to hear myself, but I can't hear myself. I cannot hear myself. Well, I can if I play it on my phone, though. I would have thought there would have been some software to download. Some software, darling, to download with this microphone. I would have thought so. I would have thought so. Let's have a look. Da-da-da. Let's have a look at the settings. Area. Test. You test it. Mic USB, and that's the right one. Okay. Okay. Default speakers. Echo cancellation. Automatically adjust mic volume. Okay. Everything seems okay. Huh. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. It's nice of Craig to pop in anyway. Nice of Craig to pop in. Hello? Let's test this motherfucker. My volume up. It would help. Hello? this motherfucker. My volume up. It would help. Hello? Let's test this motherfucker. My volume. Right. It seems to be working okay, actually. Thank goodness, darling. Thank goodness. I'll have to test, see what it's like on Fortnite. Now I've got the PC all set up, so we can just delete the stream. It's just a test anyway. It's just a test, darling, just a test. Yeah, it's quite good for, how much did I pay for this microphone? I think I paid, where's me Amazon? Where's me Amazon? I've just been absolutely addicted to buying things on Amazon during lockdown. And I was like, yeah, I need a good microphone because I've been streaming with Nicole on to like Fortnite and that kind of thing. She's been struggling to hear me. So how much I pay for these? $39.99 for this microphone, and the reviews are quite good. The reviews are quite good, so it's like, yeah, so I need to improve my channel, even though I don't do YouTube very often anymore. Yeah, I always read the reviews as well. So every time I buy something online, I always like to read the reviews and see what people have got to say about it. And they said it was like it sounds quite good, and it does sound quite good. I just wish I could hear myself, but I can't for some reason, which is really strange. But I just don't know how you test the microphone. Let's turn it down a bit because I don't want it too Larry, darling. Too Larry. Oh, I love this new microphone. It's so cute. It's like a big black appendage. So who we got watching? Got one person in the background. I wonder who it is. Oh, I can do them, what is it? The ASMR or whatever videos they are where they talk like this into the microphone. Oh, God. What, my life? It'd be nice if that mirror turned up today as well. My new makeup mirror. So I can sell that one that I've got in the bedroom. I'll just sell it on Facebook Marketplace or something for about 20 quid. But my new mirror is just so cute. It's one of those chargeable mirrors of like USB thing. It looks really good. Plus the reviews are really good as well. So it's like, yes, I need a decent makeup mirror because my eyesight's not the best anymore. The makeup mirror was $42.99 for my new makeup mirror from Amazon. And it's called Fancy LED Lighted Mirror. It's like, ooh, it's cute. Cuties. Yeah, I'm thinking about having laser as well on my eyes because my eyesight is just getting so bad. And plus my my mum has glaucoma in her eyes, so I need to be careful because my eyesight used to be so good years ago. Now I just can't read comments, I can't read anything, but years ago my eyesight used to be so sharp. It's stuff like deteriorated just so quickly, which is quite shocking actually. So can't wait to get that. Yay. Yeah, I've been buying new clothes as well, so I'd like to make myself feel a bit better. It's always nice to have something different to wear. I don't like to wear the same old crap every day. Right, let's leave some feedback. Yes. Oh, I'm just so pleased with this mic. Who is watching in the background? Can you sort of like come forward and introduce yourself? I'll leave a review later. Yeah, I love my Amazon. I used to shop sort of like quite a lot on eBay and stuff, but the majority of stuff that I was getting from eBay was stuff like a load of tosh, basically. So I was like, But Amazon's always been really good. I got this gorgeous wool scarf. It's just so pretty. Because I get cold so easily as well. So I've like been on HRT and been post-surgery. Oh, hi, Laura. You all right, honey? Oh, new microphone sounds great. It's me. How are you doing? Did you have a good Christmas? No, Laura Lee's so lovely. Oh, I hope she had a good Christmas and got spoiled and got loads of presents. I had a really good Christmas. It was a bit stressful because of my poor dad not being well, but he couldn't help it, you know what I mean? But I just hope he gets to spend another Christmas with us in the future because it was just so scary of how bad he's getting, really. But it happens to us all, you know what I mean, eventually. But it's just so sad to see, it really is. I've missed you. I never see you around. We must follow different people, I think. Yeah, I haven't been around for ages. I just lost sort of like interest in YouTube, if I'm sort of like completely honest. You know what I mean? I had sort of like other issues going on and that kind of thing. My depression is sort of like the biggest one that I deal with. It's just sort of like the loneliness and being in lockdown as well. It's sort of like you just can't go anywhere apart from shopping and you can't socialize and that kind of thing. It's just so frustrating. It's horrible. May as well be in bloody prison. Right, YouTube has become very toxic. Yeah, it really has. I love TikTok. I'm just so addicted to TikTok. It's so funny. I love it. Yeah, I've got the same username on TikTok as I've got on here. I love it on there. It's just so funny. Everyone's just so sweet and there's sort of like this nice sort of like community feel about TikTok that I really like. It's great. So does this microphone sound sort of like a lot more clear, Laura? I'm not on any other social media. Oh, okay. Yeah, hopefully I'll be close to 1,000 subscribers soon on TikTok. Not far away now. Yes, very much so. Sounds fabulous. Oh, fabulous. Fabulous. I'm just so pleased that I made the purchase. I'm still saving up for a GoPro as well, but I've just recently got myself a new phone. on contract. I got the Samsung Galaxy S20 through O2. So I was wasting money with Pay As You Talk, and I was like, oh, at least with contract, I'm only paying to like, what is it, like £59 a month for unlimited. So I should be able to do sort of like vlogs and stuff live on my phone, but it's just getting up to 1,000 subs, so I can do that on my channel, really. So I can just download the YouTube app, but I just need to be a bit more frequent on YouTube, really. So how you been? You been okay, Laura? Yeah, I was saying to Craig, because Craig popped in before, that was really bad. So I was just so ill. So these past few days, I thought I had coronavirus or something, but thank God I haven't. But I was just so ill. Never been in so much pain, and so this sensation in my throat was just so bad. It was horrible. Bear with me as I'm just turning lights on, etc. Make coffee. Yes, been doing okay. Okay, sweetie. Yeah, I've got my new coffee percolator as well. Oh, I've been having some like fresh coffee, so like every day. I think that's what's been keeping me awake, because I was like awake for like 2 days. I was like, oh, I must be drinking too much coffee, but it was just so good. It's like, oh, nothing better than a nice cup of fresh coffee. It's like, oh, gorgina. Absolutely gorgina. Oh, I've just got a message. What's this I see? What's this I see? A message from someone. Do you follow anyone on the board? No, not really. Not many people anymore. I think the only people that I speak to on the board is Nicole, Harvey, and Glenda. I think they're the only people, really. And bloody motorbikes. Can you hear that motorbike? Like these chavs around this area, honestly, they're just so annoying. They need to be put down at Bath. They seriously do. I just hate people like that have no respect for anyone else apart from themselves, you know what I mean? It's like these idiots that live in this building, of like having house parties and that kind of thing, because I can hear it. That they've like got housefuls. There's people out there that are dying of coronavirus, you know what I mean? And so there's people like that just don't take it seriously. It's just ridiculous. It's never going to go away. Manchester's of like going into red alert. I think again because of these idiots. It's just so frustrating. It really is. Especially when you've got elderly parents. I know my parents don't live with me, but they were here recently for the Christmas New Year. But these stupid people on stage. Just seriously annoying, walking around with no masks on their faces and stuff. It's like, come on. It's never going to go away unless people take it seriously. So I've stepped away from watching so much. Who did you used to watch on YouTube, like, Laura? Yeah, I haven't watched people's videos for sort of like almost a year. I think it's just over a year. The last time that, well, I watched sort of like Nicole's videos. I watched Harvey's videos and stuff, but I haven't really watched sort of like anyone recently on YouTube like I used to anyway, but like I said to Craig before, I think it's just been on my own so much, and so this whole coronavirus situation doesn't help, you know what I mean? It's sort of like when you're lonely, it's the last thing that you want to do is sort of like speak on sort of YouTube when you're at your lowest, or maybe I should really. I'm embarrassed to stay. Okay. Yeah, I sort of like watch Mallory and stuff like bits and bobs, but I used to be sort of like really big into YouTube, but like I said, stuff like things get in the way and that kind of thing. I dyed my hair as well, so my hair's completely different now. It looks quite good. Dyed my hair copper. I love it. I love it. I would turn the camera on, but I look like shit. Maybe once I put a bit of makeup on. But I've been on the camera plenty of times. Oh, I bet it looks great. Yes. Yeah, it does. It turned out really well. I was really surprised. I was like, oh. So like going from black hair like to copper red was like quite hard. Like doing it myself as well. I was like, God. But thank God my hairdressing training came in like really good. So turned out really even, and plus my hair's still in really, really good condition. I haven't sort of like wrecked my hair in the process, thank God, because some people do, you know what I mean? So like I had to sort of like strip the color out my hair first of all. I used this Joico hair color remover on my hair and with 20 vol peroxide, and stripped it out my hair. So like you have to incubate it as well. So like put a carrier bag or some tin foil over your head or something, so to keep the heat in, because that's very important when you're lifting color out of your hair, is to incubate it for an hour. The best way to do it is to wrap your head in cling film and sort of like put a shower cap over it, and then wrap sort of like a towel around your head and leave it for about an hour, and so then wash it off. It's perfect. And so then I had to bleach my ends a little bit because after the hair color remover, my hair was sort of like a bit, because I've used like box hair dyes on my hair and I shouldn't, but Sally's wasn't open, so I couldn't get sort of like decent hair colors. So I just ordered what I could on the Amazon and just did it. I was bored out of my brain. I was like, oh, let's do something different to my hair, because my grey hair was sort of like so bad. I looked like a skunk with my grey hair, and sort of like it was seriously getting me down. It was sort of like, oh God, I need to do something with this hair, you know, and especially being a woman as well, because sort of like you go out, you know what I mean? You're judged. Men are sort of not men don't get judged as much as women do, you know what I mean? Stuff like if you go out, stuff like with your roots showing, you know what I mean? You look like a mess. People are going to say something, you know what I mean? And I was like, oh, I need to do something with my hair and stuff like that. It makes you feel better. Yes, I use $2 box color. Doesn't mind fine. Yeah, it does. They say not to use it and stuff, you know, you go to a hairdresser, oh, don't use box hair dyes on your hair. Yeah, that some of them are loaded with ammonia and stuff. They're the ones that you need to be careful of. So if I get the ammonia free, so like hair dyes, they're sort of like better really. But if I could get hair color, it would be from Sally's, basically. That's where I would get it from. But it's just not open with lockdown. You just can't get anything, you know what I mean? It's ridiculous. Non-essential items. Yeah, but I was really pleased with the hair colour. Everyone said to me, it's sort of like people were saying to me on Instagram and that kind of thing. They were like, "Oh, you should dye your hair copper again." My brother said to me as well. He was like, "Oh, yes, you should dye your hair copper again." I was like, maybe. Because it was either copper or I was going to sort of like dye my hair grey. With my hair being just sort of like so white at the top, I was sort of like I said, I looked like a skunk. And so I was like, it's either copper or grey. But sort of like, I was like, with grey, I'm going to damage my hair just so much with sort of like having to bleach it like twice. I would have to bleach it to get to the perfect colour grey. So I was like, red's not going to be so damaging. So I was like, I'll just dye it red. It looks nice. Makes my eyes pop as well, which that's what I like about it, with having blue eyes and having makeup on and stuff. It just makes my eyes go. It's good. I remember last Halloween when you dressed up, we had a lot of fun. Oh my God, I was completely shit-faced. I can't watch videos that I've made, stuff like that. So I just don't watch things back because I'm just so embarrassed. It's like, oh my God. Just so embarrassed. Yeah, I was completely shit-faced that night. I think I was drinking Bailey's or something. I think it was Bailey's. The Bailey's coffee or something, I think. I don't drink it very often. But I do have quite a bit of alcohol in the house at the moment. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a complete lightweight when it comes to alcohol, seriously. Take me to a bar and sort of like a couple of drinks, I'm like, whoa. But so at the New Year, I wasn't too bad actually, because I think I had sort of like quite a lot to drink because we had sort of like New Year here in my flat because we couldn't go to a bar or anything because nothing was open. So we just got some nice food. So I cooked for the family. And so we had a good few drinks and stuff. I wasn't even pissed. I drank quite a bit as well, so I was drinking beer every night, but all it did was make me sleepy and hungry. Oh, I can't stand beer. It's the only thing that I don't like is beer or lager. So that I'm sort of like a spirit girl. I love my Jägermeister. That's lovely. I love some amaretto. Amaretto is lovely. I really enjoy amaretto. And I've gone off Bailey's now. I'm allergic to it. Oh yeah, oh my God. Yeah, I made pina coladas as well for the family as well. So I was like, oh, do you fancy pina coladas for sort of like the Christmas and stuff? So I made pina coladas for Christmas and New Year. They were lovely. Yeah, my family really enjoyed themselves, but they got stuck here, so they couldn't get that. The wheat and barley in it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've gone off Bailey's. I used to really love Bailey's. But now it's I just can't stand it. So bleh. Yeah, I like my Malibu and Coke. I like my Southern Comfort and lemonade. I like my cocktails. I like amaretto. Amaretto is lovely, but it goes down too quickly. It's lethal. And my Jägermeister. But like I said, I don't drink very often, so only on special occasions or if I'm going out with a friend or something, we'll have a drink or something maybe. I'm going to start having a small party each holiday for the kids, more festive than I have been. Oh, it's nice. So what kind of things have you got planned? Sounds lovely. I wish I had a family. That's the one thing that I wish I had. Really gets me down, actually. So it's like, oh, why couldn't I have been born a biological woman? It's just so frustrating. I would love to have a family of my own. I just long for it. I know I could adopt and stuff, but I seriously need to sort myself out before I can adopt or anything. But maybe stuff like having a family would give me the kick up the arse that I need and stuff like the responsibility. Maybe. I don't know if people with mental health issues can foster or adopt. I really don't know. But it wouldn't make me a bad parent if I think I would be sort of like a really good parent. Even though I do suffer from sort of like anxiety and depression and stuff, but that's not anything that I've done, you know what I mean? It's like how a lot of people have made me feel in the past, you know what I mean? It's really affected who I am as a person, and it's shocking. But it wouldn't affect me from being a parent. Definitely not. I think it would sort me out, actually. I think it's maybe what I need, but I would definitely need to move and get a bigger place. But it's one thing that I would love sort of like to have before anything happens to my parents is sort of like to say, oh, these are your grandkids, say hello to your grandkids and take them around to see their sort of nana and granddad, and you know what I mean? It would be lovely. Because my sisters, don't really talk about my sisters very often because they're not very nice people. The kind of things that Tara isn't so bad, but she's sort of like a bit of a bitch. She was sort of like quite rude to me and call me a freak and that kind of thing. But she's not as bad as Tracy. You would make a wonderful mother, yes. I think every parent goes through depression, anxiety, because it is job. It is big job to me anyway. Oh, completely. So how many kids have you got, Laura? You got the two? That's so nice of you to say that, Laura. I really appreciate that because it's one thing that I really longed for is sort of like people say to me all the time, they're like, oh no, you wouldn't want to have children, you know what I mean? Because I really would like to have children. I just wish I had the right plumbing done there so I could have my own, you know what I mean? Yeah, so I would love it and stay at great. But like I said, I need to sort myself out first. Yes, two boys and a girl. Oh, you got three kids. Okay. Oh, must be lovely. Because Christmas, of like as you get older, when you haven't got kids around, you know what I mean? It's just not the same. So it's like even my mum said it the other day, so it's just Christmas is not the same, you know what I mean? So when there's no kids around, because it's just not so special when you've got kids around. So if you can sort of like decorate the house like crazy and buy a shitload of presents, and they wake up early in the morning and stuff like just about as you go to bed because you've done all the decorating and stuff, and the kids are like waking up and you're like, ugh, like dead on your feet. I remember stuff like when we were kids, when me and my brother were kids, and we talk about things like that as a family, you know what I mean? Stuff as my parents are getting older, stuff like remember things like that and stuff like how my parents used to be downstairs in the sitting room and stuff like finishing off, stuff like wrapping things up, putting the mince pies out for Santa and that kind of thing. It's just so lovely. I'd love that experience. It'd just be so nice. And I want my mum around as well. So my mum's thinking about moving to Manchester at some point. I really want her to move in with me, but I think she needs her sort of like independence too and having her own security, basically. So, but yeah. I think fostering's definitely something that I want to look into, definitely. I just need to do my research. I need a cigarette. I need a thing. I wonder who the other two people that were watching, but they disappeared. I wonder who they were. Yes, if I'd waited till I was normal, I would never have had any children. None of us are normal. Yeah, you are right. I've always wanted a friend to wrap gifts with whilst having cocktails. Yeah. That's the thing that I hate. It's sort of like just being on my own so much. I'm a very, very sociable person. But I've just had so many knockbacks in my life. And that's why I don't show myself on camera very often, because I'm going to be completely honest here. I'm very insecure. Very, very insecure about myself because of what people have done to me. You know what I mean? I really hate it. People say, sort of like, people in my situation that go through depression, they just don't understand it. Some people, they just think that you're lazy and stuff, that you don't want to do anything. But I hate being this way. It's like people say, oh, you're really pretty, but sort of like, I just don't believe it anymore, which is really hard. It's just so difficult when you've been like attacked and people have dropped you down, called you ugly and stuff. It's just so hard to get over. It really is. It's so difficult. I'm a very strong person, you know what I mean? So like, I'm no one's fool, but people get to you, you know what I mean? So people can be so cruel. People can be so nasty, and these are people that I don't even know, you know what I mean? I've had people grab me on the street when I lived in Newcastle, because that's why I needed to get away, because it was just so bad. I had this woman grab me, and sort of like this older woman, she must have been to like in her late 50s, 60s or something. She was like, oh, you're not fooling anyone. I was like, excuse me. I was like, I'm not trying to fool people. I'm just trying to be myself. But people like that don't care. They just sort of like to judge straight away. It's like they don't care about the person. That's what really boils my blood about some people. There's some really, really gorgeous people and loving people that are just so accepting. But there's some really, really horrible, nasty people with small minds that judge people straight away. I only judge people once I get to know that person. You know what I mean? If I don't like what I see, you know what I mean? So I'll go away. I won't sort of like be horrible and be nasty to anyone, you know what I mean? Yeah, it was just so bad. And sort of like, and then another, oh God, I'm getting all tongue-tied, sorry. Another incident that happened in Newcastle where I was sexually assaulted was on my birthday. I was out with my family, my mum, my dad, my brother was there, and it was me. And we were sort of like going to this bar, and sort of like, I said to my brother, I was like, I don't want to go in there. I've just got a bad feeling that something's going to happen. And he was like, oh, stop being stupid. Stop being paranoid. It's going to be fine. I was like, okay. So we didn't even get a drink. So we were sort of like about to go to the bar and get a drink. And so these people at this table across to the right sort of like start staring at me. And it's before I had sort of like my track shave, which is removal of the Adam's apple. And I think that's why they clocked me. It's not how I looked. It's because I had sort of like quite a prominent Adam's apple at the time, and I don't have that anymore, thank God. But sort of like they noticed it straight away, and sort of I noticed them sort of like talk to each other like that. And then this woman came walking up, straight up to me, no conversation, no nothing. I was wearing sort of like this black dress with my heels and my stockings and all glammed up nicely, looking good. At least I thought so anyway. She just walked straight up to me, stuck her hand sort of like right into my knickers, and stuff. I felt around, like, I walked off and said, oh, I couldn't feel anything. They're the kind of things that have wrecked me as a person. And people, stuff like, my brother says to me, stuff like, oh, stop feeling sorry for yourself. But you haven't gone through that, Brian. You haven't had someone physically assault you and make you feel completely worthless. It wrecks you. Absolutely disgusting. I would never, ever dream of doing that to anyone. I'm not that kind of person. I wouldn't hurt a fly, you know what I mean? But I've had some shit done to me. I've had some really bad shit. That's just the half of it. That's just some things that have happened recently, you know, like a few years ago, like 3-4 years ago. So it's not nice. I just don't understand why people just can't be nice to each other. So like, be considerate of each other, be loving, be kind, cut us. We all bleed the same color. It's like, come on. People need to wise up and just be kind. It's just so frustrating. It's like I could have turned into sort of like a really serious bad person because of the things that I went through, but that's just not who I am as a person. I couldn't inflict that kind of pain onto anyone else. I really couldn't. It's just not within me. I get angry, yeah, but I would never hurt anyone, ever. Sorry, I was just accepting a message from, I think it's Craig. Craig from Australia. All right, let's change the subject. I think you must have just set up an Instagram or something. No, I'm just so grateful for the people. Oh, that looks nice. A dish that Nicole's just made. Yum, yum, yum. Nicole makes some seriously good food. Yes, have you seen the counselor? Yeah, I've had CBD. No. Yeah, CBD. No, CBT. No, CBT. CBT therapy. Yeah, I've had that, and I've had other therapies, but it didn't really work for me, really. I've always sort of like dealt with things myself, and I'm very open. I'm very open with my family and stuff, not about certain things, you know what I mean? Stuff like about being in a bad place in my mind. So I don't talk about my family about things that I, you know, so when I'm feeling really dark and deep and I want to sort of like do bad things to myself, they're the kind of things that I keep to myself because my parents don't need to hear that. So they're the kind of things that I just sort of like lock away and put on a shelf, you know what I mean, and just keep that to myself, you know, and it's just something that I deal with. But I think if I had more friends, you know what I mean, once coronavirus is out of the way and we can get out and about and stuff again and meet people again, it'll be great. But it's just so difficult. It's difficult for everyone at the moment. Obviously, losing the people, sort of like lose the shops in the UK and sort of like people losing their businesses, people losing their jobs and that kind of thing. My heart breaks for them. It's like my poor brother, so he's been through like, what's it, like 3 jobs in the past of like a few months. Just so difficult for people in so many shops closing down as well. It's sort of like, it's just ridiculous. So like things are changing. But I would like sort of like, I'm not opposed to more therapy, but I would like sort of like maybe like group therapy where all of it, sort of like other people have gone through sort of like similar. They don't have to be trans or anything, you know what I mean? But sort of like going through the same kind of issues that I've gone through, maybe that would help me a lot better than sitting one-to-one with a counsellor, you know what I mean? Because I would be able sort of like to relate better to the people that have experienced the things that I've gone through. It's a good way of making friends as well, you know, people that have gone through similar situation. Yes, I totally get that. I don't have friends except for family, but they're not with me as often. Yeah, it's just so difficult when you don't have friends, you know what I mean? So if you, I know you have to be motivated because of your job and your children, but sort of like with me being on my own, sort of like I need someone to kick me up the arse and make me do something sometimes, you know what I mean? Because I just get so alone and I get up. So it's not like I'm in bed all day and stuff, but I lock myself away a lot in my flat and I shouldn't. And that's one thing that I seriously need to get over. Yes, I seriously do. I'm just going to make a cigarette. It won't be a second. I won't be a second. I think they should be able to hear me still. Where's me tobacco, darling? Right, that is so true. Kids force you to keep going, which is good. Yeah, definitely. It's definitely one thing that I really, really do want to look into is, like I said before, is fostering or adoption. It would just be so nice to have that responsibility and not worrying about myself so much anymore, you know what I mean? Have someone to care about. I think it would definitely sort me out as a person. Definitely. Something that I'm going to definitely look into, actually. I might have a Google about later, see what I can do. Make some phone calls now. I've got a contract phone. I can sort of like do a bit of research into adoption or fostering. I might have a look on YouTube, actually, see if there's any sort of like trans parents of adopted children. You know what I mean? So, be awesome, actually. Mummy Yasmin. Oh, honestly, I'd spoil my kids something rotten if I had children. I wouldn't spoil them too much, but they would be well looked after. Well looked after, that's for sure. Mummy Yasmin. Bloody neighbour downstairs does my head in. I want to bitch slap him. So what are you doing today, Laura? What time is it where you are, hon? You'd make a better mother, yes, than half the foster parents out there. There is so much abuse going on within the US foster programs. Really? Oh my God. It breaks my heart when you see children going through that kind of thing. No kid deserves to sort of like go through anything like that. People that abuse it was sort of like this, I think it was somewhere in Manchester, I think, this young lad killed his newborn baby or something. I think he shook the baby, but the baby was like only sort of like 2 months old or something. He's gone to prison, like, but he shook the baby to death. I was like, what's wrong with people? It's a bloody baby. Like, have a fucking vasectomy, you know what I mean? If you don't want bloody kids, you know what I mean? So you have to be responsible for and bloody shake a bloody baby. It's like, what's wrong with fucking people? People are just so evil. People like that should have their bits sewn off. 7:33 a.m. making my morning java before I have to mother creatures. Oh, I love how you call your children creatures. It's just so cute. So cute. Yeah, I'm pleased that this microphone's working. I just don't I would have thought like when I put the USB into my PC that some like stuff would pop up on the screen or something, but nothing's popped up. But maybe I need to do like a reboot of the PC and something might pop up. I don't know. I didn't know, man. I didn't know, Lee. I didn't know. I'm just making a fag, sorry. Yeah, you should see my eye bags as well. I'm seriously thinking about getting some Botox. Like, maybe I should have some Botox. I'm definitely thinking about having my lips done. That's for a definite. I want to have my lips done because I don't have much of a top lip. That's one thing that I really don't like about my appearance. I've got very deep set eyes as well, which is really annoying. I hate having deep set eyes because I look like Uncle Fester sometimes with like the dark circles around my eyes. It's like, God, is there anything that I can do with that? I don't know. I think the only way to fix that would be is to have like an eye lift done. But I have like got two. Well, I'll keep my voice down because I don't want my neighbours hearing. I've got £2,200 saved up so far, so I'm doing quite well. I'm saving up the monies. Saving the monies. I don't know what I'm saving the money for. It's either for a boob job, to have my breast augmentation, maybe. I need to start exercising, but Jesus, by the end of the day, who feels like it? Oh, completely. I've got this Nintendo Wii system, so like this game system kind of thing. When I first got it, I used to use it all the time, and I was like, oh, this is so exciting, but like the novelty wears off very quickly. But I should really get out and set it up again. But I do keep myself in shape, but so you just get set in your ways, especially when you've got children, you know what I mean? It's difficult when you've got a job to do as well. It's the last thing that you want to do. It's like when I lived in Newcastle and stuff, I had some good times and some bad times, but I used to be at the gym quite often. Me and a trans friend of mine used to go to the gym quite often. So I used to go even more often because there were some cute guys there. I was like, oh, I want to go a few times a day. It used to really put me off though. It's like I used to be on the treadmill and I could feel, do you know when you can feel people's eyes on you? I would be running on the treadmill and you can feel people staring at you. And I was like, oh, God's sake. You know what I mean? I just don't know what it is about me, but I'm very psychic. And I know when people are looking at me. They weren't looking at me in a bad way or anything, but it's up there. I was I had a swig of this energy drink and I was running like a maniac on the treadmill and stuff I didn't fall off or anything, so I did quite well. I used to be really big into running years ago. I was really surprised myself when I was on the treadmill. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, maybe I can still do it, but I would have to give up smoking. That's the one thing. One thing that I'm thinking about doing very soon is giving up the fags, give up the cigarettes. Because I don't want to end up like my mum and my dad now, because they both have COPD and emphysema. And I certainly don't want to end up that way when I'm older. I want to stay as healthy for as long as possible. That's what I want to do. But I've smoked for so long. I have given up in the past and stuff. I did it, you know what I mean? So I gave up for quite a while. So when I had my my SRS surgery in Leicester. Like I gave up for like 6 months without any patches, without anything. I just stopped. I was like, this surgery is really important to me, and it was seriously important to me because I had like major like dysphoria. What dysphoria is where you feel uncomfortable about certain things on your body, like body parts or your face or how you look. I had stuff like dysphoria about what was down there and stuff like I wanted it gone as soon as possible, and I had to stop smoking. That's what I did. If you had a friend to walk with, I'd probably do it. If I had a friend to walk with, I'd probably do it. My son there for a minute would ride his electric scooter whilst I walk. It was nice. Oh, that's lovely. So how old are your kids, Laura? I'll have to start doing that again. It was fun, and I make friends. The neighborhood, it's really good socially. Oh, it's good. Not very sociable around here. It's quite rough. I think that's part of my issue as well. I haven't had any sort of like transphobic abuse, thank God, around here or anything, because I just keep myself to myself basically. But I think that's one thing that I don't like is living here. It's a lovely flat, but so like it's just the surrounding area. There's some lovely people around here, I must admit, but I just don't feel comfortable around here for some reason. I just get a feeling about it. It's like, I don't know. But like I said, I've never had any abuse, touch wood, thank God. So it's a plus, I suppose. But I must admit, so now I'm on these patches as well. I'm a lot more passable than I used to be. I must admit now I got my tract shaved on the Adam's apple removal. That helped a lot. It helped a lot, darling. I'm just messaging my mum. Sorry, just letting her know that the mic's working. Yeah. Working. Doing a stream. Doing a stream. Mummy Cans. Doing a stream. Love you. Yeah, got it working. Doing a stream. Love you. My girl is 18. My girl is in college, sorry. 18. My son is 15. He started riding his bike every day, and I can tell it's of benefit to him. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I love my first bike as a kid. I always remember it. So for like, I think I must have been, how old would I have been? About 5 or 6, maybe at the time. I had like stabilizers on my bike and stuff. I didn't want them on my bike, and my brother didn't have, because of, there's like 11 months different between me and my brother. And stuff like he didn't have stabilizers on his bike like that, and I must have went outside as a kid or something and stuff like jumped on his bike and went stuff like riding down the road like that, and stuff like my parents came out and they're like, oh, where's she gone? Stuff like they were like, oh, where's Brian's bike gone? Like that. They went around the corner and here's me on the bike without the stabilizers on the wheels. And so they took my stabilizers off my bike and stuff like I just rode the bike down the road. Oh, someone called Connor Povey, is it? Hey. Hey, Yasmin, how are you so far? How are you so far today? And how was your Christmas and New Year? Oh, it's really good. Thank you, Connor. How was yours? Did you have a good Christmas and New Year? I just had my family here, which was really good. My brother, Brian, should have been here for the Christmas, but with lockdown going into tier 4 in London, he wasn't able to get here, unfortunately. So that was quite sad. But we had a good Christmas. Apart from my dad being really unwell, I was just so scared when my poor dad was here. Because he's really, like I said, he's really bad with his heart and his lungs, which he can't help, you know what I mean? But I was just so scared that he was going to die. Whilst he was here, I was like, oh my God. I was just so petrified. Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen Connor before. Must be a new subscriber or something, maybe. So do I sound okay on this microphone? I just get so paranoid. I'm like, do I sound all right? Do I sound all right, Chuck? I'll have to try some karaoke with this microphone later and see if there's some apps I can download. Do some karaoke. Now I've got my voice back again. Because when I was really unwell, so these past few days ago, my voice, of like I couldn't even breathe properly, couldn't even talk properly because my chest was just so tight and stuff like I just couldn't sort of like sing or anything. I lost a sub the other day. Did you? Yeah, I lost quite a few, but I haven't been on for ages. My son and I played Monopoly yesterday. Oh, I haven't played that for years. I love that game. I love that game, Trivial Pursuit. I used to love that game as a kid. We had this other one as well. I think it was called Animal, Vegetable, or Mineral, I think it was called. Yeah, we had some really good games as kids and stuff. I had Operation. I think my brother had sort of like the Thunderbirds. The Thunderbirds game. That'll be worth quite a lot of money now, I suppose. Anything with the Thunderbirds is quite expensive now. I had that big ship from Star Wars. I don't know what my dad did with that, because that's worth quite a lot of money. We've been playing Old Maid. It's fun. Oh, it's good. Yeah, I'm quite addicted like to my word games and stuff at the moment. If I play this word game on my phone, it's called Puzzly Words. I play that quite often. That's definitely a thing of the past. That's very important. Family game that. Oh, completely. Yeah, I love playing games. Do my jigsaws and that kind of thing. Being creative. We had these plaster of Paris Snoopy, do you know, sort of like Snoopy and Charlie Brown and that kind of thing, where you used to pour the sort of plaster of Paris in the molds and stuff and paint them, so the little figures and stuff. They were so cute. They should really bring things like that back out again for kids, really, because we loved them. I definitely feel that, especially with what's going on at the moment, board games can bring the family back together with some takeaway and drinks or completely, Connor. Yeah, I think families these days, you know, ends up there. So well, I'm not going to say all families because not all families are going to be the same, but now we have social media and stuff. People are just so ingrained. So with the phones in the hands and stuff, people just don't do things as families much anymore. Well, some people do, but the majority of people don't, which is really sad, really. Because it brings you together as a family doing that kind of thing, and the kind of things that I loved as when I was a kid anyway. Yeah, we played this one game. I think it was when I lived in Newcastle. We had sort of like this pie face game that was quite fun. where you put the cream, the spray cream on the thing. You used to sort of like press this button, but answer questions, and you get the cream in your face. But it tasted nice, so I didn't care. It tasted lovely. So what's everyone up to today? Yeah, that's the kind of things that I would do with my kids anyway. If and when I do have my own family in the future, I'll definitely play board games and always eat around the table and that kind of thing. It's just these little twats around that live in around this area of these parents that have these kids and they just let them sort of like go around the streets causing trouble, putting people's windows out and that kind of thing. It's sort of like annoying. It's like be responsible for your children, you know what I mean? Don't let them roam the streets and cause trouble. I'm currently doing something artwork and then doing shopping for my. Oh, okay. What kind of artwork do you do, Connor? I love artwork. So do you sell artwork? I have to subscribe to your channel. Let's have a look at my phones. Let's have a look on the stream. Make sure my volume's turned down on this phone. Turn down, yes. Yeah, I love my artwork. I've got this gorgeous hand-painted painting in my cupboard. But it needs a new frame because when I moved here, the goddamn workman broke the frame. Hello. How do I find someone's channel now? They make it so difficult on YouTube these days. Let's have a look. Da, 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 da. Let's type his name in. Let's have a look. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah, I like to. They make it so difficult on YouTube these days, so to find someone's channel. It's just so annoying. So annoying. Laura's doing her laundry. Yeah, I need to do my laundry today, so I've got a few bits that I need to do. It was just meant to be a test, but I've been yapping on for 1 hour, 18 minutes, 36 seconds so far. Well, mostly I do abstract pieces, but I have done portraits before and floral pieces too. I would post my work on Instagram. Okay. So you're still on Instagram now, are you, Connor? You'll have to follow me so I can see some of your artwork because I'm always interested in buying some artwork if I like it. That's if you do sell it. But I do love abstract. This picture that I've got in the cupboard's very abstract. It's gorgeous. Love it. Ugh. I love sort of like very unique pieces that no one else has got, you know what I mean? That's the kind of things that I love, but I love big statements of like big pictures. Yeah, if you follow me on Instagram, Connor, my username's just the same as my username on here, Yasmin Jade 75. I'd love to see some of your paintings. yeah, like I said, I need to get a new frame for the picture that I've got in the cupboard, but it's gorgeous. I was given that painting. I used to live in Jesmond in Newcastle, and this guy that used to live on the ground floor called Johnny, he died, and so I was quite friendly with his family, and they sort of were clearing his flat out after he had died, basically, and they asked me if I wanted this painting. It's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. But it used to be in a big black frame, and when I moved here, the frame got smashed, and thank God the painting wasn't damaged, because stuff like it could be quite valuable because it's actually done by a proper artist. But I am indeed. I have followed you on Instagram. I hadn't sold my work, but I have done commission for a mate of mine who wanted to do a mural of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Oh, wow. Oh, thank you, Connor. So do you have photographs and stuff on Instagram, do you? Oh, I'll have a look at that in a minute. So how much would your paintings go for? If you don't mind, sort of like for a really big, sort of like good size, sort of like picture, how much would that sort of like be? About 500, 600 pounds or something? Yeah, because I love my artwork. But I definitely need to get a new frame for that picture, but I need to measure it to make sure what size it is, really. Make sure how big it is. Oh, there is Connor. Follow back. Follow, follow. Oh. Oh, I'm just looking at Connor's Instagram now. Oh, you do cups and stuff as well, and bowls, is that? Well, they're quite nice. So have you made those cups yourself, Connor? Oh, they're lovely. Oh, I like those cups. Is that a cup and saucer, is it? A matching saucer? Oh, I like them. They're very unique. Well, it would depend on the size of the canvas, the media would be, I'd be using, etc. Okay. So how long you been doing art for, Connor? You've been doing it quite a while. How old are you, by the way? Oh, he's 21 from Preston. No, I love some of your pieces, though. I'm going to like the ones that I like on your Instagram, so you have a kind of idea, kind of things that I like. And them cups are really cute, though. Yeah, I like sort of like Van Gogh. Van Gogh. That kind of there's quite. My favorite painting my favorite painting ever is the Scream. I love that painting. I saw a modern version of the Scream as well. That was sort of like really great as well. You've got some nice paintings here, Connor. I do like these cups, so I do like these cups. They're cute. like that one, like that one. I like that one too. And how much they go for? Very unique. I wonder if he does dinner plates and stuff as well. I'd love a matching service like that. That would go very gorgeous. Very unique. I wonder if they are cups or I think they are. I have done it for quite a while. I do also have ASD. So communicating for me was definitely hard. For me, I would draw and paint as a way of communicating with others, with other people and how I feel. Oh, wow, it's amazing. I was always very into art and stuff. I used to do stuff like portraits and that kind of thing myself. When I was younger, stuff like I created my own sort of like cartoon characters. I'm not going to say their names in case someone tries to steal my idea. I'll sort of like keep that to myself. But I used to be really huge into art when I was a kid. Loved it. But I still appreciate art. I should really get back into it because I was quite good. But I'd love to get back into art again, definitely. And stuff like fashion. I think that's why I like fashion and making clothes and stuff. I've got a sewing machine in my cupboard. I haven't even used it. I just don't have the space in here. I'd love sort of like a sewing room and stuff like be able to stuff like create some things and stuff, do some patterns and just be creative again. It'll give me something extra to do, but I just don't have the space to do shit in here. Just so frustrating. It's just so frustrating, love. Oh, God, I'm sweating like a pig. I think my heating's finally come on. No, I do like some of your pieces. So, Connor, I've just liked some things on your Instagram. These cups and stuff. Are they cups? Did you glaze them yourself and stuff, or did you sort of like just decorate them? It's so cute. I love them. I love creative people. Creative people are awesome. Sorry, listening whilst I fix for. Oh, it's okay, Laura, honey. I'm not going to stay on much longer anyways if I was just testing out this microphone, but you know what I'm like. I'm always like gassing with my mouth once I start get going. It's the hairdresser in me, so if I can make a conversation out of nothing. So I can sort of like talk the hind ass off a donkey or something. They are paper cups, and the story behind them is actually pretty cool and intriguing. Okay, do tell. I thought they were actually China or something. I was like, wow, they would sort of like make a gorgeous like dinner service or something. Gorgeous, that kind of pattern. I really like them. I really like them. I didn't realize that they were paper cups. I thought they were China or something. But I do love them. Oh, now you can see that the paper cups, yeah. It's just so creative. Maybe you could start your own design, Connor, and sort of like make your own sort of like china and cups, sort of like with that design on. I think people would buy it like crazy. I know I would. I would certainly buy something like that because it's very unique. It's very different. So if you could sort of like create sort of like a cup, sort of like even a cup and a saucer or something that looks like that. Honestly, I think they would sell like hotcakes. If you know anyone that does pottery, that is, you know what I mean? could start your own little business there. They're gorgeous. It reminds me of stuff like the Sex Pistols, that kind of stuff, like era, you know what I mean? Stuff Anarchy and that kind of thing. That's what it reminds me of. Very British with the colours and stuff. So reminds me of stuff like I said, the Sex Pistols and Anarchy, and yeah, I love them. When I was in London a few months ago, I saw a homeless person in Russell Square who just looked really pale and frail, so I gave him the remaining sandwiches that I had from my trip. Oh, that's so sweet. Yeah, I like to help the homeless as much as I can, really. I'm not very well off myself, but I like to do what I can to help other people. I just hate these people that shove cameras in their faces and they're pretending to be good people and so them recording homeless people to make themselves famous, you know, on social media and that kind of thing. It really boils my blood. It's like if you're going to help someone, you don't have to shove a camera in the face. Just help them. Yeah, it was very thoughtful doing something like that, giving someone new sandwiches. Lovely. It's like when I'm sort of like doing my shopping or something, and so you get sort of like quite a few homeless people outside the supermarket, and stuff like I always sort of like let them have the pound in my trolley or something. I know it's not much, but sort of I have given money to homeless people before, so like quite a bit of money, in fact. But sort of like I always let them have the pound in the trolley, you know, and so they take the trolley back from me. It's only £1, you know what I mean? So they seem to appreciate it. So it's like, okay. It's a little token of gesture, you know what I mean? But I don't mind stuff like if it helps them out a little bit, you know what I mean? Yeah, so I was thinking exactly the same thing. Yeah, completely. The videos like that on YouTube and TikTok and stuff for people sort of like, oh, I'm going to help this homeless person, but I'm going to shove the camera in their face and make it all about them so they get famous, you know what I mean? So they're not really giving anything, they're gaining something for themselves, you know what I mean? It's ridiculous. Then I thought about how I was and still am working for a charity shop. I thought about how the homeless people struggle at home. A home would feel satisfied and in some cases afraid. Yeah, completely. It makes me so sad that these are the things that I think about. So like, especially around Manchester, I was shocked at how many homeless people were on the streets. So like during Christmas time, people just walk straight past them, like they didn't even care and stuff. They're the things that go into my head when I'm here, so like having a good Christmas with my family. I feel for these people that are on the streets that don't have anything, you know what I mean? There shouldn't be homeless people in this day and age, you know what I mean? We're a very rich country where there's sort of like people living on the streets, people in poverty. I think the minimum wage in this country is ridiculous. So like how much you get paid per hour, so like to do a job in this country is ridiculous. It seriously is. It needs to go up compared to how much these MPs and footballers and celebrities get, you know what I mean? I think the normal everyday working person should earn a bit more money so they can survive, so they don't have to work, so like 2-3 jobs, so like to get by. You know what I mean? Why not pay them a decent amount of money? These big corporations can certainly afford it. It's like the rich get richer, the poor get poorer. So these cups are a visualization of how they feel throughout the process of being on the streets. And when they've found someone who would genuinely care about them and get them through their struggle. Oh, wow. No, I definitely think that you should make them into sort of like definite real cups and stuff. They would sort of like with that story behind it as well. It would be sort of like truly amazing. Honestly, it really would, Connor. I know they're beautiful the way they are, you know what I mean? I actually thought they were china cups. I didn't realize that they were paper cups until I looked at them sort of like a bit more carefully. But with that story behind it and with sort of like the story about homeless people, oh my God. Just amazing. The world needs more people like you in it, Connor. More good people. More good people that actually care about people. And there's not many people out there these days that actually care about people anymore. I'm just like, pleased that I've come across stuff like people that do care about people. Yeah, I'd definitely love to buy something like that though. If it was stuff like a china cup and that kind of thing, I'd definitely love to buy something. The story's just so intriguing as well, just so amazing. Just shows how much of a creative person that you must be, Connor. Just truly amazing. So I'm asking the same questions. Do you know anyone that does pottery and that kind of thing? So you could sort of like speak to them about your creation and have it sort of like made, really. I think it would, like I said, I think it would be amazing personally. Yeah, sort of like if they turn them into sort of like real cups as well, you could sort of like turn it around and sort of like any profits, sort of like half the profits could go to helping the homeless or something maybe. It'd be quite a good idea. Oh, you could even go into Dragon's Den or something maybe. Oh, I've got ideas popping into my head, sorry. I knew that person, Connor, from YouTube. Yeah, I think Dragon's Den would love stuff like an idea like that with that story behind it as well. I think they would love something like that. No, I really think they would. Enjoying hearing your paper rattle, yes. Oh, sorry, Laura, I'm just making a fag. I love this new microphone. I have to do some of the nails. Can you hear that? ASMR. ASMR. I do feel that whatever someone does, like I do feel that whenever someone does like my artwork, I just feel emotional and euphoric because I know each piece that I do has a meaning of them, and definitely know a few people who do pottery. Yeah, I just thought it would be a really good idea, and I really appreciate you. Honestly, thank you so much for like coming to my channel and talking to me and stuff. But honestly, kind of do something about that. So you're just so creative as a person. Like I said, I thought they were china cups, but they would look perfect as china cups. And if you can sort of like show someone that design and see if you can create it, and then sort of make some money for yourself, and then sort of like donate some of it to help the homeless, you know what I mean? It'll be like awesome. And plus you'll have sort of like your own little business. Who knows, it could go through the roof. And like I said, I would definitely buy something like that. If I had sort of like dinner service cups and saucers, dinner plates and sort of like side plates and the cups and everything, I would buy something like that straight away. It's very creative. There's nothing like that out there. It really caught my eye straight away as soon as I saw them. I was like, wow, I love those. Absolutely amazing. I hope you're not offended, sort of like with me, sort of like giving you suggestions or anything. I hope I haven't offended you in any way, but so I just definitely think it would be a really good sort of like idea to do something like that. And with me being sort of like creative person myself, you know what I mean? I was like, definitely. When you see something good, you know it's good, you know what I mean? Yeah, I think you would personally make a killing, honestly. Making something like that, definitely, yeah. Love them. Yellow designs as well, I love them. Yeah, that's one thing that we did at school as well as pottery. We had this big kiln. So when I know I still remember my art teacher's name. Her name was Mrs. Mackenzie. She was like my art teacher at school, and stuff like we used to sort of like do pottery and stuff. And stuff like I can't remember what the wheel's called, you know, is it the pottery wheel kind of thing? We did that and stuff. I made a vase, and so we had to sort of like leave it overnight to dry out, and then sort of chuck this coloured sand stuff all over it and stuck it in the kiln and that kind of thing, and they were beautiful. I'm not offended at all. I do welcome all the suggestions from any perspective, and I honestly do appreciate it a lot. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, so hopefully I put a few ideas into your head anyway, you know what I mean, of stuff like what you could do with it. If I see them, I hope I get a discount. I hope I get a discount. No, I would pay full price if stuff like a dinner service like that came out, I'd buy it straight away. But a 5% discount. A 5% discount would be lovely. Just remember me. Me that gave you the idea. Yeah, Connor can be sort of like the creative process, and I can be sort of like the the ideal make ideas. I can sort of like think of crazy ideas of what to do. Yeah, I'm just so stupid. Right, guys, I'm gonna get going soon anyway. What's the time? It just feels so much later as well. I'm just so sick to death of these dark nights. It's like it's dark for about about 3:30, 4 o'clock. It's like pitch black out there. It's like I want the light nights back again. I hate it when it gets dark so early. Gets uh, it gets light so early in the morning. So like 4, 5 o'clock or something. It's light as anything outside, but like it's dark so quickly. Drives me insane. I used to like the darkness when I was sort of like deep into sort of like my depression and that kind of thing. I love the darkness, but now I like it when it's lighter for longer. You can sort of like do more things. You feel a bit more safe walking along the streets, sort of like during the day. Oh, I'm just so pleased that I've spoken to some lovely people. I know often speak to Laura very often, but I haven't seen Connor before. So it's lovely to see you, Connor. Thank you for sort of like come to my channel and sort of like having a little conversation with me. It's been great. It's been lovely. Now I've tested this microphone that's working perfectly. So yeah, I might try a game out, see what that's like. Well, I do have a painting that I have not shown on Instagram, but it's very much a descript of how I feel 2021 will compared to 2020. Oh, okay. Are you going to post that at some point, Connor? It'd be lovely to see. Yeah, I was just hoping 2021 would be a better year, but so it doesn't look like it's going to be. I'm just scared of this vaccine as well. Not for myself. If I get it, and I should be okay. But it's like people like my mum and my dad that their immune systems are compromised and stuff. I know I'm talking about something completely different here, but this sort of like whole situation is just so scary. I'm just so over it already. But with my parents having COPD and emphysema and my dad's lungs and hearts are like really bad. I don't want anything happening to them if they have this injection. Because they say with people that have got compromised immune systems or allergies or something, have to be careful. So I just hope to God they'll be okay. We'll see what happens once I get my appointment to have my injection. Rightio. I'll wait for Connor to reply again and I'll get going and get my housework finished. And yes, it's been terrible time lately. Yeah, it certainly has. I'll be glad once it's over and done with and things get back to normal again. Because I just want to socialize. I want to go out for a drink and make some friends, see some old friends as well that I was planning to see. Right, guys, I'm going to get going. But thank you, everyone, for being here. I'll wait for Connor to reply again. That's if Connor's going to reply again. And get on with things. I just want to thank everyone for being here. So that I was just testing out this microphone to see how it sounds. But, it sounds great. I definitely will do. But if you like, I can send it to you also. I also do pretty much understand how you feel. To some degree, my mum has CFS. So I would do the shopping and stuff like that for her. Oh, it's lovely. Your mum's got a lovely child, so that does all those lovely things to support your mum. It's a wonderful thing to do. It makes you feel good as a person as well. Helping that person that you love, you know what I mean? So I've always believed that myself, you know what I mean? So you should always look after your loved ones, the people that have loved you and raised you. You should be there to look after them too. And that's what I'm doing for my family. But I'll do it even more once my family moves to Manchester. So it was good seeing everyone. And I'll look forward to seeing that picture on Instagram, Connor. And good to see you, Laura. Hope you have a lovely day with your kids and stuff. And thank you again, everyone. I'll see you all soon. Hopefully on camera the next time once I've got a bit of makeup on. I might test out my my new false eyelashes as well because I've got the magnetic eyelashes. So once I've got a bit of slap on, I might feel a bit better. So I'll catch you all soon. Take care. Love you all. Bye. End the broadcast. Oh my God, I can't believe I've been going 1 hour, 48 minutes, 54 seconds. So have a good day, everyone, whatever time it is, wherever you are, and stay safe and stay productive. Love you all. Bye.